chosen ones don't just scroll on by. If you've stumbled upon this message today, November 6th or 7th, it's no accident. It's a divinely scheduled meeting. The universe has conspired to bring these words right to your screen because your very soul is teetering on the edge of a massive shift, and the energetic doorway for this transformation is shrinking with every breath. Tonight, the sacred echo of that Taurus supermoon isn't fading away. It's intensifying. The portal that burst open is still here. What unfolds in the next 48 hours will cement the course for the rest of this year and quite possibly the rest of your entire life. This is a crucial heads-up for all chosen ones, for every awakened soul who felt that full moon surge and is now navigating the powerful and often confusing aftershocks. There are spiritual errors being made right now by millions who think the main event is over. These errors are like silent traps, energetic cul-de-sacs that will cause you to miss the single greatest opportunity for a quantum leap that this year has to offer. You need to be ready. Before we move on, I need you to ground your energy and announce your presence in this sacred space. Hit the like button on this video to send a ripple of positive intention out into the collective consciousness, and subscribe to Portal of Awakening so you don't miss the urgent spiritual updates that are coming through every single day. And finally, to confirm that your frequency is aligned and you're primed to receive these essential codes, type the number 888 inches, the comments section below. Typing 888 signals that you're stepping into your power, prepared to welcome limitless abundance and steer clear of the closing portal's pitfalls. Do it right now. This is your first act of conscious intention. The universe is watching closely. The after effects of this supermoon are showing up, but not in the way you might expect. Have you been feeling it? That strange restlessness disrupting your sleep, those vivid, almost prophetic dreams that feel more real than your waking hours. Have you been noticing synchronicities happening more often? The repeating numbers like 111 and 333 popping up on clocks, license plates, and receipts, practically screaming for your attention. This isn't just your imagination. This is the energetic residue, the vibrational fingerprint of the portal. And it's within this sacred echo that the most potent magic is found. The peak of the full moon was like a cosmic explosion, a burst of light and untapped potential. But these after effects, this window of time between November 6th and 7th, this is the undertow. The peak was the wave crashing on the beach. This is the powerful current moving beneath the surface, reshaping the entire coastline of your reality. And this is where the first and most common spiritual mistake takes place. The initial critical mistake you absolutely must avoid is thinking that the show is over. It's the illusion of spiritual complacency. Too many light workers and awakened souls treat a full moon like a concert. They show up, they groove with the energy, they soak up the light, and when the moon starts to wane, they pack up their spiritual belongings and head home, thinking the work is done. They assume the energy has been received, and now they can just kick back and wait for the miracles to happen. This is a seriously flawed and dangerous understanding of how the cosmos works. The energy wasn't just a gift to unwrap, it was an activation key. The supermoon didn't just give you a download, it unlocked the download portal itself. To believe the work is finished is to leave the most priceless gift of all, sitting unopened on your cosmic doorstep. The veil between our world and the higher dimensions is currently at its absolute thinnest thanks to the moon's peak intensity, the Schumann resonance. The very heartbeat of our planet is still fluctuating wildly, creating a carrier wave for 5D consciousness to flood into our reality. Your DNA, your very cells are still humming, vibrating at a new frequency, waiting for fresh instructions. To relax now, to fall back into your regular routines and your old thought patterns is essentially telling the universe, thanks, but no thanks. It's allowing those newly activated strands of your DNA to go dormant again. It's letting the portal, which is still wide open for you, begin to close without you ever having stepped through it. You are a chosen one. You know this truth deep down. You feel the urgency. You didn't come this far awakened to this degree only to stop right at the finish line because you assumed the race had already been won. If you feel this energetic truth resonating deep within your soul, if you understand that the real work is happening right now, I need you to affirm it. Type "I harness lunar energy" in the comments right now. Anchor this understanding not just in your mind, but in physical reality through the act of typing. Declare to your higher self and your spirit guides that you are not asleep. You are awake, you are aware, and you are ready to consciously co-create within this sacred portal. This declaration sends a signal, a flare of light from your energetic signature that says you are an active participant in your own evolution. This portal is a time of profound sensitivity and heightened intuition. Your psychic senses are firing on all cylinders. You might be hearing high-pitched frequencies or feeling sudden waves of emotion that don't seem to belong to you. This is because you're processing not only your own energetic recalibration, but that of the entire collective. The ancestors are speaking, your guides are leaving clues everywhere, and the mythic archetypes of Taurus, stability, abundance, earthly pleasure, and stubborn strength, are being offered to you as powerful tools. But to access them, you must avoid the traps. The mistake of complacency is the first gate. By understanding you're still in the game, you've passed through it. But now, as we delve deeper, the mistakes become more subtle, more insidious. They hide in your habits, in your words, and in the secret stories you tell yourself when no one else is around. The next mistake we're about to uncover is one that sabotages miracles before they even have a chance to materialize. It's an act of unconscious cancellation, a vibrational veto that millions are performing right now without even realizing it. It has to do with the creative power of your voice and the focus of your energy. You see, during this time, the universe isn't just listening to your prayers and your intentions. It's feeling the vibration behind your every word, your every thought. The ethers are so thin that your casual complaints, your fleeting doubts, your unexamined fears are being amplified 1,000-fold. They're becoming energetic thunderclaps that drown out the quiet whisper of your soul's desires. This isn't a time for passive hope. It's a time for fierce, radical, and conscious creation. And that requires you to become a vigilant guardian of your own frequency, to stand watch at the gateway of your mind and your mouth, and to choose with unwavering intention the reality you are calling into being. The universe is handing you a divine microphone and a cosmic amplifier. What you broadcast right now is being etched into the fabric of your coming reality. We must ensure that what you're broadcasting is a symphony of miracles, not a static of self-sabotage. Stay with me, because understanding this next mistake is the key to unlocking everything you've been asking for. The second spiritual mistake, the one that is invisibly sabotaging destinies right now between November 6th and 7th, is the trap of vibrational contradiction. This is the act of unconscious cancellation I warned you about. And it's the single most potent dream killer in a high-frequency portal like this one. Understand this: the universe is a mirror. It doesn't give you what you times want asterisk. It gives you what you times are, times in this potent supermoon afterglow. That mirror is polished to a flawless, instantaneous shine. There's no time delay, no buffer. The frequency you broadcast is the reality you manifest, and it's happening with a speed that can be either exhilarating or terrifying, depending on your level of awareness. Vibrational contradiction is when your words, your conscious desires, say one thing, but the deep underlying frequency of your emotions and unconscious beliefs says the complete opposite. It's praying for abundance, while your cells are screaming a song of lack. It's asking for love, while your heart is vibrating with the frequency of past betrayal and a fear of being hurt again. It's declaring you're ready for a quantum leap, while your subconscious mind is clinging to the safety of your comfort zone for dear life. It's like trying to drive a car with one foot slammed on the accelerator and the other slammed on the brake. You burn an immense amount of energy. You create a lot of noise and smoke, but you go absolutely nowhere. Millions of beautiful awakened souls are caught in this trap right now. They performed their full moon rituals, they wrote down their intentions, they lit their candles and charged their crystals. They said, "Universe, I am ready for $1 million." And then, this morning, they woke up, looked at their bank account, and a feeling of dread washed over them. They went to the grocery store and complained to a friend on the phone about how expensive everything is. They saw someone on social media celebrating a huge success and felt a pang of jealousy, a thought that whispered, "Why them and not me?" Each of these actions, the feeling of dread, the verbal complaint about prices, the pang of scarcity-driven jealousy, is a powerful vibrational broadcast in the supercharged, thinned veil energy of this portal. These aren't small things. They're cosmic declarations. They're energetic torpedoes that you're firing directly at the beautiful ship of your own intentions. You're telling the universe with absolute energetic certainty, "I have cancelled my order for abundance. Please disregard my previous request. My dominant reality, the frequency I am choosing to inhabit, is one of lack, struggle, and comparison." The universe, in its infinite and impartial wisdom, simply says, "As you wish," and reflects that reality of struggle back to you. This isn't a punishment. It's physics. It's the law of the cosmos. And this Taurus supermoon, deeply connected to earthly material wealth and security, has brought all of our subconscious blocks around money, worth, and value bubbling ferociously to the surface. The discomfort you feel, the financial anxieties that seem louder than ever, the deep-seated fears of not having enough. They're not a sign that you're failing. They're a sign that the poison is being drawn out of your energetic system so that it can be healed and released for good. But if you engage with the poison, if you complain about it, worry about it, and give it your focus, you're simply re-ingesting it. You're telling the universe that this poison is who you are. The spiritual mistake isn't in having these fears arise. It's in identifying times with them. It's in letting them become the dominant note in your vibrational symphony. You are the conductor of your own energy. You must, with conscious and deliberate effort, choose a different song to play. You have to become so radically aligned in your speech, thoughts, and feelings that there's no room for contradiction. This is the key to escaping the trap and truly harnessing the power of this portal. It requires a level of self-awareness that is borderline obsessive. For the next 48 hours, you must become a divine guardian at the gate of your own mind. If you're ready to stop unconsciously canceling your own miracles and step into the role of a conscious creator, I need you to declare it. This is a powerful activation. Type the words, "I am a conscious creator," in the comments below. Feel the power of the words "I am." It's the most powerful creative statement in the universe. You're not trying to be. You're not hoping to be. You times are asterisk. Stake this claim. Anchor this frequency. Let the universe know that the mixed signals are ending now. The antidote to vibrational contradiction is radical, vocal, and emotional alignment. For the next 48 hours, I want you to go on what I call a complaint fast. You make a sacred vow to yourself and to the universe that you will not speak a single word of complaint. Not about the traffic, not about the weather, not about your finances, not about your body, not about other people. If a complaint arises in your mind, you are to observe it as a cloud passing in the sky. Acknowledge it as an old program, attempting to run, and then deliberately forcefully replace it with a statement of gratitude or a declaration of your desired reality. If you catch yourself about to say, "I'm so broke," you stop, you take a breath, and you say out loud, "Money flows to me easily and frequently. I am a magnet for wealth and opportunities." It will feel like a lie at first. Your ego will scream at you that this is delusional. That's how you know it's working. You are literally overwriting decades of scarcity programming. You're laying down new neural pathways in your brain and new energetic pathways in your aura. In this portal, this practice isn't just wishful thinking. It's advanced energetic engineering. Furthermore, you must speak in the present tense. Stop asking for things in the future. The universe has no concept of time as we do. There is only the now. When you say, "I will be wealthy," you are programming a reality where wealth is perpetually in the future, always just out of reach. You must embody the frequency of the wish fulfilled. I times am times wealthy. I times am times loved. I times am times healthy. I times am times divinely guided and protected. Speak these words into your mirror. Write them on sticky notes and place them everywhere. Whisper them as you fall asleep. Feel the emotional signature of what it would actually feel like to be times that person. Would a wealthy person constantly worry about the price of gas? No. So, for the next 48 hours, you must do your best to inhabit that state of being. This isn't about reckless spending. It's about shifting your internal state from one of anxious lack to one of calm, knowing abundance. This is the work. This is how you use the portal instead of just being used by it. It's the conscious decision to align every fiber of your being with the reality you are calling in, leaving no room for cosmic confusion. The mirror must reflect the image you are holding, and you must hold that image with unwavering bulldog-like tenacity, especially when your 3D reality shows you the opposite. That is faith. That is the test of a true master creator. And this brings us to the third, and perhaps most subtle and heartbreaking spiritual mistake being made right now. It's the desperate search for answers on the outside, when the entire purpose of this supermoon portal is to activate the divine oracle that exists within you. The after effects of this lunar event have turned your intuition up to the maximum volume. Your higher self, your spirit guides, your ancestors, they're practically screaming at you. The messages are coming through your gut feelings, your dreams, your sudden irrational urges, the lyrics in a song that seem to be speaking directly to you, the feather that lands at your feet. The universe is communicating with you directly, intimately, and constantly. So, what does it do? It sends you on a frantic, desperate scavenger hunt for outside confirmation. It makes you spend hours scrolling through social media, watching dozens of different tarot card readings, hoping one of them will give you the answer you want to hear. It makes you ask for advice from friends and family, who, while well-intentioned, are operating from a completely different level of consciousness and cannot possibly understand the journey your soul is on. It makes you doubt the powerful gut feeling, the deep inner knowing, because it doesn't align with logic or what society deems sensible. Chosen one, listen to me. To ignore your intuition right now is like being locked in a room with the key to your freedom in your own pocket, but spending all your time screaming for someone on the outside to come and save you. You are the oracle. The answer you're looking for is already inside you. This portal's primary function is to dissolve the barrier between your conscious mind and your divine inner wisdom. Seeking external validation is a profound act of self-abandonment. It's telling your higher self, I don't trust you. Your voice isn't good enough. Your guidance isn't clear enough. I need a stranger on the internet to validate what you're already telling me. This creates a massive amount of energetic static. It clouds your intuitive channel and makes it even harder to hear the very guidance you claim to be seeking. It's a vicious cycle of self-doubt that keeps you small and powerless, waiting for a permission slip to live your own life that will never arrive. The universe wants you to be sovereign. It wants you to trust yourself. This Taurus energy is about becoming grounded and secure in your own being. Your stability cannot come from an external source. It must be an internal state that you cultivate. And the first step is to honor the sacred communication that is already flowing to you. The dreams you're having are not random. The coincidences are not coincidences. The feeling in the pit of your stomach is not indigestion. It's divine intelligence communicating through your physical vessel. The mistake is to dismiss this sacred intelligence in favor of an opinion or a prediction from the outside world. If you're ready to stop giving your power away and to begin trusting the divine oracle within you, to affirm this commitment, type, I trust my inner guidance in the comments section. Now, this is a declaration of spiritual sovereignty. This is you taking your power back. This is you telling your guides and your higher self, I am listening. I am ready to trust. Lead the way. The practical antidote to the illusion of external validation is the practice of the sacred pause. Throughout your day, especially when you feel confused, anxious, or are about to make a decision, you must stop. Close your eyes, even for just 60 seconds. Take 3 deep breaths, pulling the air deep into your belly. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. Ask your questions silently in your mind. Is this decision in my highest good? Is this person telling the truth? What is my next step? And then just listen. But don't listen with your ears. Listen with your body. Your body is an instrument of truth, and it cannot lie. A feeling of expansion, lightness, warmth, or an opening in your chest is a yes. A feeling of contraction, heaviness, coldness, nausea, or a tightening in your gut is a no. It is that simple. It is that profound. Your mind can be tricked, but your body's deep cellular wisdom cannot. Practice this relentlessly over the next 48 hours. Before you send that text, before you agree to that request, before you consume that piece of media, pause and consult your inner oracle. This practice will strengthen your intuitive muscle faster than anything else, and you absolutely must honor your dream portal. The messages coming through your dreams right now are potent, undiluted downloads from your soul. Keep a journal and a pen by your bed. The moment you wake up, before you even move or think about your day, write down everything you can remember. Don't try to analyze it at first. Just get it down. The colors, the feelings, the people, the symbols. Your dreams are showing you what needs to be healed, what opportunities are coming, and what your next steps are. They're a direct line of communication, a divine intelligence briefing that is being delivered to you every single night. To wake up and immediately forget them, to dismiss them as meaningless, is to leave the most important emails from the universe unopened in your inbox. This portal is a time of prophecy, of lucid dreaming, and of ancestral contact during your sleep state. Pay attention. Your dreams are not a random byproduct of your brain. They're a sacred map to your destiny. And right now, that map is being illuminated with a supernatural glow. To ignore it is to choose to remain lost when the way forward is being shown to you in brilliant cinematic detail every single night. These first three mistakes, complacency, vibrational contradiction, and external validation, are the primary energy drains that will cause a chosen one to miss the power of this closing window. But there is a fourth mistake, one that deals with action and inaction, with the very real steps you must take in the physical world to anchor the energies you are calling in. We must discuss this now, because the energy you are cultivating must have a place to land in your physical reality, or it will simply dissipate. And so, we arrive at the critical juncture, where the ethereal meets the earth, where intention must be forged into reality through the fire of your will. You have learned to avoid the traps of complacency. You have committed to ending the self-sabotage of vibrational contradiction, and you have reclaimed your power by turning away from the illusion of external validation to honor the divine oracle within. You are now standing in a field of pure high-frequency potential. The energy is humming all around you. Your intentions are clear. Your intuition is online. But this is the moment where so many awakened souls falter. They have climbed the mountain and can see the promised land, but they forget that they must now walk down into the valley and begin to build. This leads us to the fourth devastating spiritual mistake you must avoid in this closing portal paralysis by divine inaction. This is the sacred stall, the holy hesitation. It's the belief that the spiritual work is entirely internal, and that if you just meditate hard enough, visualize clearly enough, and feel good enough, your dream life will be delivered to your door like a package fully assembled, ready to go. This is a profound and crippling misunderstanding of your role as a co-creator. You are not a passive spectator In your own life's movie, you are the director, the lead actor, and the scriptwriter. The universe has provided the divine lighting, the celestial soundtrack. Okay, here is the requested rewrite, translated and expanded. The stage is set, the lighting is perfect. Now it's your turn, you've been chosen for this role. You have to step forward into the spotlight and deliver your lines. You have to times act asterisk. The universe, as powerful as it is, can't steer a car that's parked. Let that truth really sink in. The universe can provide you with a detailed map. It can highlight the most efficient routes for your journey. It can even clear the road ahead of obstacles and congestion. However, you are the one who needs to take the initiative. You have to turn the ignition key, shift the car into gear, and press down on the accelerator. Paralysis, caused by waiting for some kind of divine intervention, is essentially leaving your metaphorical cosmic vehicle sitting idle in the driveway. You're in the driver's seat, but all you do is pray for a miracle to transport you to your destination. Sadly, this inaction is often disguised as wisdom. It hides behind excuses that sound very spiritual. I'm waiting for the right divine timing, you might say. Or, I won't take action until I receive just one more sign. Maybe I need to meditate on this a little longer before I make a move. While patience and careful discernment are certainly virtues in an energetically charged time like this, these excuses are more likely just fear wearing a pious mask. It's the fear of failing, the fear of succeeding, the fear of being judged by others, and the deep-seated primal fear of leaving the suffocating but familiar comfort of what you already know for the magnificent but uncertain possibilities that lie within your true destiny. This Taurus supermoon, with its grounded and practical energy, simply can't tolerate that kind of ungrounded, ethereal waiting. Taurus is the sign of the builder, the farmer, the artist who shapes clay. It understands inherently that dreams, no matter how beautiful they may be, remain just fleeting vapors, intangible wisps, until you actually pick up a tool and start giving them a physical form. The energy that's flowing through this portal isn't meant to be kept bottled up inside your energy field. It's designed to be time spent, times to be consciously directed, and to be channeled into the tangible material world. It's the divine fuel that powers the very actions you need to take to construct your new reality. So to sit on a full tank of gas and refuse to even turn the key is to waste the whole gift. So what action is times required? It's not about frantically hustling or desperately trying to force things to happen. It's not about trying to control every single outcome. That's the ego's way of doing things, the old 3D paradigm of struggle. The action required in this higher vibrational 5D energy is what's known as times-inspired action asterisk. Inspired action is the physical manifestation of the intuitive guidance you're receiving. It's that next logical or even seemingly illogical step that your inner voice, your inner oracle, whispers to you. It rarely comes with a fully formed, detailed 5-year plan. Instead, it's almost always a single, small, manageable step. It might be the sudden urge to finally clean out that cluttered closet where you've been wanting to put your new office desk. Or it could be the impulse to finally register that domain name for that amazing business idea you've been dreaming about for years. Maybe it's picking up the phone and calling that old friend you suddenly can't stop thinking about, who just happens to know the perfect person you need to meet. It might be writing the first paragraph of your book, buying healthy groceries, before you even feel motivated to eat better, or simply walking into the art supply store and buying that blank canvas. These actions might seem insignificant, even trivial to your logical mind. Your ego might scoff at them, saying, "How is cleaning a closet going to make me a millionaire?" But you're not operating from just logic anymore. You're operating from a higher intelligence. Every inspired action is a physical yes to the universe. It's a declaration of trust put into action. It's you meeting your divine partner halfway in the dance of creation. When you take that small inspired step, you send a powerful ripple through the quantum field. You demonstrate that you're serious about your intentions. You create a physical vacuum that the universe rushes in to fill. You clean the closet, and the very next day, you receive an unexpected check that's just enough to buy that desk you wanted. You register the domain name, and that night, you have a dream that reveals your entire business plan to you. You call that friend, and suddenly, a whole world of amazing synchronicities opens up before you. The universe responds to movement. It rewards faith that's demonstrated through action, not just felt internally. Right now, between November 6th and 7th, your entire system is being flooded with these intuitive nudges. They're like sacred breadcrumbs that your higher self is leaving for you, marking the path from where you are right now to where you're truly destined to be. The common spiritual mistake of divine inaction is to see those breadcrumbs, to acknowledge them, and then simply sit down and refuse to take even a single step to follow them. You have to trust the nudge. You must honor the impulse. You have to take that small, illogical, inspired step, because it's the key that unlocks the next door and the next and the next. If you're truly ready to move beyond just passive wishing and become an active, collaborative partner with the universe, if you're ready to honor those sacred nudges and take the inspired steps that will build your dreams into reality, then I want you to anchor that intention times right now, asterisk. This is a commitment you're making to your own destiny. Type the powerful words "I take inspired action" in the comments below. Let this be your vow to the cosmos that you will no longer be a parked car. You're turning the key. You're ready to move forward. And as you begin to move, as you start to take these inspired actions, you'll inevitably encounter the world around you. This leads us to the fifth spiritual mistake. It's an insidious trap that can drain your energy, dim your light, and sever your connection to the very source of power of this portal. This mistake is energetic isolation and the ego of separation. The journey of awakening can at times feel intensely lonely. Things that once captivated you might now seem trivial, and conversations that used to feel normal can now feel draining and superficial. It's a natural part of the process to pull back and create a safe, sacred cocoon as you recalibrate your entire being. However, this protective cocoon can very easily become a prison built by your spiritual ego. The mistake is to allow your awakening to create a permanent wall of separation between you and the rest of humanity. It's that subtle but toxic belief that I am awake and they are asleep. It's the judgment you feel towards your family members who just don't understand your path. It's the frustration you experience with your colleagues who are still caught in the 3D matrix of drama and complaining. It's the feeling of being special, different, and ultimately alone. This frequency of separation is a complete and total contradiction to the 5D consciousness that this supermoon portal is inviting us into. The fifth dimension is a state of unity consciousness, the profound and unshakable knowing that we are all one. It's the understanding that the person who triggers you is simply a mirror reflecting an unhealed part of yourself. It's the realization that the so-called sleeping masses aren't your enemy at all. They are simply you at a different stage of the journey. To hold yourself separate from them is to cut yourself off from the collective heart of humanity, which is a source of immense power and love. In this portal, any frequency of judgment, superiority, or separation is a massive energy leak. It instantly lowers your vibration and makes you an energetic mismatch for the very miracles of connection, community, and soul family that you're likely calling in. You can't pray for a soulmate from a frequency of separation. You can't ask for a thriving business that serves humanity while silently judging the very people you wish to serve. It's another form of vibrational contradiction, but on a collective soul-level scale. The truth of your role as a chosen one, as a light worker, isn't to separate yourself from the world and hide your light away in some cave of spiritual purity. Your role is to be a lighthouse. A lighthouse doesn't judge the ships struggling in the stormy sea. It doesn't get angry at the fog. It doesn't feel superior to the boats that are lost and confused. It simply stands firm on its foundation, anchors itself to the earth, and shines its light unconditionally into the darkness. Its very presence provides a beacon of hope and a path to safety for anyone who is ready to see it. Right now, you're being asked to be a lighthouse. This means anchoring this new high-frequency energy into your own system so completely that your very presence begins to positively affect the people around you, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. Your job isn't to wake anyone up. Your job is to be awake times, so fully times, and times so radiantly, times that your light gives others permission to awaken in their own perfect timing. This requires you to release judgment. It requires you to practice radical compassion, both for others and for yourself. It requires you to see the divine spark in every single person, no matter how deeply it might be buried beneath layers of pain, fear, and conditioning. When you celebrate another person's success, you're celebrating the potential within the unified field, which includes you. When you send silent blessings to a stranger on the street, you're amplifying the love frequency of the entire planet. You're contributing to the rising of the Schumann resonance. You're doing the real work of a master. If you're ready to release the spiritual ego of separation, to dissolve the walls of judgment, and to step into your true role as a lighthouse for humanity, I want you to claim that identity times now asterisk. Type, "I am a beacon of light" in the comments. This isn't a statement of arrogance. It's a statement of sacred responsibility. It's you accepting your divine assignment to shine, not for your own glory. The antidote to energetic isolation is the practice of conscious connection and unconditional blessing. For the rest of this portal period, make it a point to consciously send love from your heart to others. When you're standing in line at the store, instead of scrolling on your phone, look at the people around you and silently say in your mind, "I bless you. I see the divine in you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering." When a family member says something that triggers you, instead of immediately reacting, take a deep breath and silently send them love. recognizing that their words are coming from their own level of consciousness and their own unhealed pain. This doesn't mean you become a doormat. You can still maintain healthy boundaries, but you hold them from a place of love and compassion, not from a place of anger and judgment. This practice will radically transform your energy field. It plugs you into the infinite grid of divine love, making you a conduit for grace. It stops the energy leaks of judgment and frustration and turns you into a powerful walking, talking generator of 5D frequency. This is how you serve the collective. This is how you accelerate your own evolution. Because in helping to heal the whole, you ultimately heal yourself. The part contains the whole, and the whole is reflected in the part. By shining your light out into the world with love and without judgment, you're polishing the mirror of your own soul, allowing the divine to shine through you with even greater brilliance. These 5 mistakes are the main gauntlet you must pass through. Yet, there's one final piece, a master key that locks in all of your hard work. It's the final act of this sacred ceremony. It's the seal that ensures your manifestations aren't just temporary flashes of luck, but are permanently anchored into your new reality. It's the most overlooked and yet the most powerful principle of manifestation. Because without it, all of our work will remain incomplete. We stand now at the final gateway. You've successfully navigated the treacherous terrain of the subconscious, sidestepping those 5 critical mistakes that have ensnared millions in this sacred afterglow. You've vowed to move beyond complacency, to harmonize your vibration, to trust your inner oracle, to take inspired action, and to dissolve the ego of separation, stepping fully into your power as a beacon of unconditional love. You've done the work. You've cleared the channel, aimed your intention like a divine arrow, and you've let it fly. The energy is now moving. The cosmos is rearranging itself to match your new frequency. And it's in this charged, potent silence, this space between the asking and the receiving, that the final and most advanced test of a master creator presents itself. This is the last hurdle, and it's the highest one. It's where the apprentice falters and the master ascends. The 6th and final spiritual mistake you must avoid at all costs is the stranglehold of desperate attachment. This is the white-knuckled clench of expectation. It's the frantic energy of constantly checking the cosmic tracking number for your delivery of miracles. It's the act of planting a beautiful, perfect seed in the most fertile soil and then digging it up every 10 minutes to see if it's started to grow. This mistake is the most paradoxical and the most powerful of all, because it's born from the very desire that initiated your journey in the first place. You want your manifestations so badly you can taste it, feel it, see it vividly in your mind's eye. But this intense wanting, if it's not transmuted, curdles into the toxic frequency of neediness. And neediness, chosen one, is the language of lack. It's the most powerful vibrational contradiction of them all. It's a silent scream to the universe that says, I don't really have it. I don't trust that it's coming. I am incomplete and in a state of suffering until it finally arrives. This frantic checking energy, this is it here, yet vibration completely suffocates your creation. It wraps a band of energetic constriction around the very channels through which your good is trying to flow to you. Imagine you've asked a dear friend to bring you a glass of water. You trust this friend completely, but instead of relaxing and knowing the water is on its way, you stand over them, staring intently, asking every single second, "Is that my water? Are you getting it now? How long will it take? Are you times sure times you're doing it right?" The beautiful, easy flow of their gift becomes a tense, awkward, and energetically blocked exchange. You've introduced the poison of doubt and control into a sacred act of receiving. This is what millions of people are doing with the universe times right now. They've placed their order, and now they're harassing the divine chef, completely disrupting the magnificent and complex culinary process that's underway in the cosmic kitchen. This stranglehold of attachment is the ego's last stand. The ego believes it knows best. It has a specific timeline, a specific method, and a specific picture of what the manifestation should look like when it finally arrives. When reality doesn't conform to this rigid blueprint, the ego panics. It generates fear, doubt, and impatience. These low-frequency emotions are then broadcast into the quantum field, and the flawless mirror of the universe begins to reflect them right back to you. You start to see evidence that it's not working. A bill arrives unexpectedly. A plan falls through at the last minute. Someone tells you no, and the ego screams, "See, I times told times you this manifestation stuff is a lie. It's not coming." And at that precise moment, you energetically agree with the ego's story of failure, and the entire timeline of your miracle collapses. The portal was wide open. The path was clear and free, but your own attachment to a specific outcome, a specific how and when, became the very roadblock that you couldn't pass. This is the final test of faith. Can you truly release your grip on the outcome? Can you trust that a higher intelligence, the very same intelligence that orchestrates the rising of the sun and the turning of the galaxies, is handling the logistics of your desire in a way that's far more brilliant and far more perfect than your limited mind could ever possibly conceive? The universe's plan for you is always times grander than your own. Your attachment to your smaller, more limited plan is the only thing preventing the grander plan from unfolding. You're being asked to let go of the good, to make room for the magnificent. If you're ready to pass this final test, to release the stranglehold of expectation and step into the profound freedom of divine trust, you must make a new declaration. This is the most powerful one yet, because it's an act of supreme faith. Type the words, "I release" and "I receive" in the comments. Now, really feel the energetic truth of that statement. In the very act of releasing, you open your hands, your heart, and your life to receive. A clenched fist simply cannot receive anything. Open your hands, release your attachment, and prepare for the floodgates to finally open wide. The master key, the divine antidote to this final mistake, is the practice of radical surrender and embodied gratitude. It's an active, powerful, and deeply courageous state of times being asterisk. Radical surrender is the conscious choice to release your need to control the how and the when. It's looking up to the heavens and saying, with every fiber of your being, "Universe, divine source, my higher self, I have done my part. I have cleared my energy. I have clearly stated my desire. I have taken the inspired actions you have so gently guided me to take. I now place this entire manifestation with all of its intricate details and its perfect timing into your infinitely capable hands. I trust you times completely asterisk. I know with unwavering certainty that you are bringing this to me, or something even better, in the most perfect way and at the most perfect time for the highest good of all. I let it go now. It is done. And then you must feel the physical release. Feel the tension gently leaving your shoulders. Feel your jaw unclench and relax. Feel the tightness in your chest dissolve into a warm, expansive peace. This is the very moment you truly partner with the divine. You've moved from the role of a stressed-out micromanager to the role of a trusting and joyful CEO who has gracefully delegated the task to the most competent force in all of existence. And you seal this profound act of surrender with the most powerful creative frequency in the entire universe: gratitude. But this isn't the conditional gratitude of "thank you for what I have times already times received." This is the reality-bending, timeline-jumping frequency of times embodied times gratitude. It's giving thanks for your manifestation, times before times it has even arrived in your physical reality. It's the act of celebrating the victory even before the final battle has been won. Why do we do this? Because by feeling the genuine, heartfelt emotion of gratitude for your deepest desire, times as if it is already here, times you become a perfect vibrational match to it. You effectively close the gap between your present self and your future manifested self. You're telling the quantum field with absolute certainty, "It times is times already mine. I times am times already that person." You must actively cultivate this feeling deep within your body. Don't just think it, feel times it. Throughout the rest of this powerful portal, take moments to close your eyes and fully feel the overwhelming flood of gratitude for your new life. Feel the sheer joy of your abundant bank account. Feel the comforting warmth of your soulmate's hand in yours. Feel the unwavering strength and vitality in your completely healed body. Feel the well-deserved pride in your successful creative project. Let the pure emotion of gratitude wash completely over you like a cleansing wave. Bathe yourselves in it, allowing it to permeate every cell of your body. This feeling, this high frequency, is the magnetic force that pulls your deepest desire out of the ether and directly into your hands with breathtaking speed. It's the ultimate signal to the universe that you have moved beyond mere hope and stepped confidently into a state of absolute, unwavering knowing. This is the master key. So, let's bring it all together now. This sacred window of time between November 6th and 7th is your cosmic graduation ceremony. It's the final exam and the victory celebration all rolled into one incredible experience. You began by understanding that the show is certainly not over. The real work lies in the beautiful after effects, consciously refusing the tempting mistake of spiritual complacency. You then committed yourself to becoming a true master of your own personal frequency, diligently eliminating vibrational contradiction by consciously aligning your thoughts, your words, and your feelings, and willingly embarking on a sacred, personal complaint fast. From there, you bravely reclaimed your spiritual sovereignty, consciously turning away from the fleeting illusion of external validation, in order to deeply listen to and implicitly trust the infallible oracle of your own inner intuition, your wise body, and your insightful dreams. Armed with this powerful inner guidance, you completely shattered the chains of paralysis caused by divine inaction, vowing to take those small, seemingly illogical, yet incredibly powerful inspired steps that are in truth the very building blocks of your amazing new reality. As you began to bravely build your new life, you consciously chose the compassionate path of the lighthouse over the isolating path of the hermit, releasing the stifling ego of separation and fully embracing your true role as a powerful beacon of unwavering love and unity consciousness in a world that so desperately needs your radiant light. And finally, you've learned to flawlessly complete the sacred circuit of creation by willingly letting go of the constricting stranglehold of desperate attachment, gratefully placing your cherished dreams into the infinitely capable hands of the divine with complete and radical surrender, and then powerfully sealing your incredible manifestation with the supreme power of deep embodied gratitude. You now hold the 6 keys to the kingdom. This is not just simple information to memorize. It is a potent, energetic transmission, a full activation of a brand new operating system for your beautiful soul. These incredible principles do not expire when this portal gracefully closes. You are meant to consciously carry this profound wisdom forward, making it the solid, unwavering foundation of your new life. The powerful after effects of this Taurus supermoon were specifically designed to be a training ground, a divine simulator, created to teach you how to become the true master of your own magnificent reality. You have now been given the complete playbook. You know all the detailed rules of the game. Now you are meant to consciously and joyfully play it for the rest of your days. Look carefully for the undeniable signs of confirmation. As you diligently practice this powerful combination of surrender and gratitude, you will see the synchronicities explode all around you. The 1111S, the 222S, the 444 seconds will appear everywhere you look, like playful cosmic winks from the universe, reassuring you that everything is currently in perfect motion, that everything is absolutely all right. Feathers will unexpectedly appear. Significant songs will start to play on the radio. It's the universe speaking directly back to you saying, "I hear you. I am with you always. Keep going. Your miracle is already on its way. You are a chosen one." You were guided to this message for a very specific reason. You were never meant to miss this incredible shift. You were always meant to be at the absolute forefront of it, a true leader in the new consciousness, demonstrating to everyone else what is possible when one dares to fully align with the infinite power that resides deep within. The powerful portal may be closing now, but the gateway within you has been blasted wide open permanently. You now walk forward, not as one who simply hopes for miracles, but as one who consciously commands them. Your important work for today is to fully live in this profound truth. Walk proudly, with your head held high, with a secret joyful smile playing on your lips consciously, knowing the incredible cosmic mechanics that are at play in your life. Diligently practice your daily surrender, luxuriate in your deep gratitude, and watch as the beautiful world around you begins to magically, miraculously, and magnificently reshape itself to align with the unstoppable power that resides and always has resided deep within you. This is your opportunity. Embrace it fully, to solidify this activation completely, to firmly secure these codes, and to proclaim to the universe that you have successfully evolved. Type "activation complete" in the comments section below. Allow this to serve as your ultimate potent affirmation of this sacred, energetic agreement. And if this message has resonated with you and been beneficial, please subscribe to Portal of Awakening. We are committed to accompanying you on this journey, providing you with the crucial updates, the divine insights, and the spiritual approaches necessary to navigate this profound awakening and to realize the extraordinary destiny you were born to experience. The journey has only just begun. Embrace your power. Welcome to your new life.